Welcome back to the Kang Gang Pod. We are recording this the night after FanFest. A lot went down at FanFest, but also a lot went down the week prior. So before we talk about the Russell Westbrook signing, the Keegan Murray extension, we have to say that on Wednesday, October 22nd, we have our 6th annual Kings Trivia Night, and this is news to you guys. We are going to be giving away some items from the brand new Off-Made collection to the beautiful attendees at this event. So you do not want to miss this event. Shouts out to Off-Made for partnering with the Kang Gang Pod, donating some amazing items for us to give away at our trivia night. So
wow,
yeah,
that's some quality.
I didn't tell you guys because I'm
quality
like
garments right there.
Boom.
Oh man,
it released today at FanFest. Beautiful purple wash hoodie, black. Original dye, made in the USA, Off-Made garments that are just perfectly.
Even if they didn't have the Kings logo, I would still buy them. And the fact that the Kings logo is on them just makes them even more delicious. Looks so good.
But you should buy them, or you could come to the trivia night and potentially win one for free. So we'll see you very soon. All right. So we were just at FanFest today, us three. Let's just talk about the highlight. Dylan Cardwell. RT?
Man, I will say this is my first FanFest that I've ever attended. And if it was anything like I saw today, I'm going back next year because Dylan Cardwell, not only did he steal the show in the first preseason game, he stole the show during FanFest. He just belted out this Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You, and just he was getting into it. Like he was like sliding onto the court.
It was a 4.5 minute performance, by the way.
It was like a concert.
Yeah,
it was literally
he turned it up, and then afterwards he just did like the worm. He was just like getting the crowd up. It was like shades. You know how like Joel Embiid kind of does like this thing where he's like getting the fans all hyped up. That was like Dylan Cardwell. He was doing the worm. Oh my God.
But before the concert, he was playing knockout with the kids, and then he swats the kid's ball almost in the stands.
He stole the show.
He's given Dwight Howard energy, like where it comes with, the personality. And then me and Christo were saying just how big he looks in person. Pause. But like how long he looks. He doesn't look 6'11" on TV. He looks 6'11" in person. And I mean, that is going to help the team tremendously. But his personality, he stole the show.
I think like even if Dylan Cardwell does not get many minutes this season, because obviously we've talked about before, the minutes are going to be thin, he's going to bring that energy on the bench, and it's going to be so fun. You saw him and Russell Westbrook; they seem like they're creating a little fun little duo, them two, friendship wise. So I don't know. Speaking of which, first time seeing Russell Westbrook inside the Golden One Center, that was wild. RT and I, we did it.
Oh
yeah, we did. Hey, let them know. Turn
They're
around.
rocking the Brody.
We had to do it.
Now I do what I want.
Hey.
Now I do what I want.
What?
Now I do what I want.
Yeah.
Now I do what I want.
Yeah.
Seeing Russell Westbrook in a Kings practice uniform in person, very close to where we were sitting, obviously, because the FanFest seats were free, so we could sit wherever we wanted. Johnny, how was it seeing one of your favorite all-time players?
One of my favorite ever players, one of the GOATs at the point guard position. It was just surreal. I never thought Brody would be in a Kings uniform, and the fact that he's here, he's embracing us, he's hanging out with he's signing autographs for the kids, he's talking to people courtside. Man, it's kind of unreal. And the fact that he's coming in to a team that doesn't really have a lot of expectations. Like a lot of people are writing us off, and we need that jolt of excitement. I think he's coming in at a perfect time, but man, just seeing him in Golden One Center, it's literally like a dream. And I think that a lot of people are having that same feeling.
We were talking about it because they were doing they basically had like a practice, like a fun version of a practice at the
realistic practice that Scott Fresh reiterated. It's a very realistic NBA practice.
Well, it's basically like what goes on in behind the scenes in an NBA practice.
Right.
What we saw.
Layup
today, right?
lines. Yeah. He made it very clear this is what happens in a real NBA practice.
Yeah, he only said it one time, which was really nice of him. But anyways, Russell Westbrook and Dylan Cardwell, they were doing like, stretches and like defensive slides across the court next to each other. And I bet what we were joking about was that Dylan Cardwell was probably like, dude, this is crazy that like Russell Westbrook is like, right. Like, yeah. So I bet you the people on the court feel that, us as a fan base feel that, hearing his name announced for the first time was crazy. But what was even crazier is that Malik Monk got a much louder applause from the fan base. So we're glad to have Malik back.
And the reasoning I told you is because most of the kids there probably weren't even alive when Russ got drafted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were alive in 2017 when Monk got drafted, but I don't think they were born in 08.
That's true.
Not really.
That's a good point. Yeah, Russ is on year 18. That's why he is with the number 18, which is crazy. Last worn by Omer Caspi and Jalen Slauson. So,
Yep.
Do we have a confirmation that Omer gave him permission to wear the number?
I think it's
email,
probably
maybe?
in writing, but I think Vivek is closing that email. He does not want us to read that.
Because I know that jersey is probably getting retired soon.
Yeah,
right?
it has to.
Yeah. Anyway.
Because Omer, the statue is, I saw a permit being built.
Right.
Yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Yeah. Okay, so Russell Westbrook decided finally to join with the Sacramento Kings on a non-guaranteed deal. Initial thoughts when it dropped, RT?
I think everybody's kind of writing this move off in a way. I think this is such a very low risk, high reward move for the Kings because, like you said earlier, it's a non-guaranteed deal. What I think really does work out, and say if this team absolutely just is god awful by February, Russ could get moved and it would be part of a non-guaranteed deal, or you just move on from him. It's very low risk, but the reward can be really high. This is a guy that has never averaged under 10 points. He's a guy that is excellent at rebounding, excellent playmaker, and somebody that just gives you energy, whether it's a starter or on the bench. But I think this is a move I think the Kings definitely really liked because, again, when we talked about Scott Perry going back to his introduction in his press conference, he wants to find guys that are gritty. And I think that when it comes to that grit, Russell Westbrook is kind of the definition of grit. We seen it last year in that series against the Clippers where Russell Westbrook really kind of took over and was the main catalyst for them winning that Game 7 against the Clippers. So there is a moment where there's a lot of highlights from Russell Westbrook, and there are lowlights, but we're not going to get into the lowlights, but we're just going to focus on the positives because as a fan, I think it's definitely exciting to see Russell Westbrook in a Sacramento Kings uniform.
It's about time.
That's what I was going to say. That was my first reaction. I was vocal on the pod about how I wanted it to happen. A lot of people, in Kings and NBA sphere, thought it was a good fit and thought it would happen. So yeah, that was me. LeBron winning the first ring. That was me. It's about damn time.
Yeah.
It's about damn time. But we can't forget this man averaged 13, 5, and 6 on a very good Denver Nuggets team last year. Off the bench. So he knows his role. Not only does he know his role, he thrives in that role. So, it's a fun signing, and I think he's gonna, give a jolt of excitement to us and give us a lot more fans. But that dude can still ball. And I think that's the important thing. And I think this team might look a lot more different after the trade deadline. We have a lot of expirings and a lot of movable contracts, and we can pivot toward that rebuild after the deadline. And even then, keeping Westbrook around the young guys is a good mentor. I don't know if that's what he wants. I don't know if he wants a ring. We don't know his mindset, but we signed a hooper that can still ball and can give us really good energy and can be one with the fans. And I think it's just a win-win for both sides.
No, I'm very excited because obviously when you think about Russell Westbrook just as a if you look at his catalog, unstoppable. Even later in his career, like with Denver, watching him in the playoffs, he had some not so great moments, which is what you're going to expect out of a guy that's past his prime. That's just what you're going to expect. Is he going to make every wide open three? No. Is he going to do some crazy, unnecessary drives to the basket? He's going to do that too. So it's like, but what he provides that you won't see on the scoreboard is just that energy. And that, like, he's going to rally this crowd like crazy after like a defensive possession or a fast break or just anything. Like, that's what he does. And it's like, I think that's just going to, we just need like good vibes for this team. I think that's the most important thing is what we need.
I can just picture him now, just hyping up the crowd after a dunk or after a big steal, and us just embracing him, man. Like it's
and everyone on the team has a connection to him. Like DeMar and him, they go back like the LA days.
Even played with Saric and Denver, I'm pretty sure. And
he has Saric, Sabonis, Malik.
He's played with half our roster. He's played with Dennis in LA.
That's what I'm saying. So like he's very well connected with the team. And all of our stars, if you want to call them stars, all of our top players, they vouched for Westbrook, and they all were pushing Scott Perry and the team to make it happen. And it did. So it's crazy that we got to see him in person because, talk about aura. Right when you see him, you're like, oh shoot, let me get some better posture when I'm sitting, it's
And
crazy.
how much personal motivation do you think Russ has to prove all the people wrong? Like, literally no one in the NBA wanted him. Like, that, as someone who's as competitive as Russ is, a former MVP, a multi-time All-Star, you got to think that lights a fire in you, right?
No, Johnny, you couldn't be more right, because he doesn't need $3 million extra dollars right now. He does not need the extra money at all.
No.
That guy's set for generations and generations to come. He's doing this because he knows that he still has something left in the tank. So
And he has someone his age and DeMar DeRozan to push him.
No, yeah.
Like, hey,
They're
you
gonna be
can't
good.
slack off. Like, I'm ancient too, but you can't slack off. You know what I mean? So
No, I think it's going to be just overall great for the team, but we could be wrong, but we'll see. All right, another headline of last week, Keegan Murray. 2 headlines. We'll start with the bat first. Man, this was waking up in Japan and seeing this
made you want to put your whale down.
maybe
You're
want to
eating.
stop eating that beautiful nigiri. I'll tell you that. Keegan Murray will be re-evaluated in 4 to 6 weeks with a, was it UCL?
Yeah, it's
in
a
the thumb?
UCL thumb.
Yeah.
repair, yeah.
Jeez. I mean, I got a thumb. I got 2. You got 2. I mean, I think we would all donate our thumb to the Keegan Murray Foundation to make sure that he could play when the season starts. But unfortunately, that is not the case. Keegan Murray, one of the most important players on our team. He's our only wing, basically. I mean, and for what he does on the court defensively, we're going to realize very quick what it's like not having Keegan Murray. And we even saw that in the preseason. So what do you think, like, the first 4 to 6 weeks are going to look like without Keegan Murray? And then I want to hear about, like, what you guys think, who's going to fill in his position.
I mean, yeah, so unfortunate. Like, he still got paid, he still got extended. So happy for him, but I mean, so unfortunate in a year where Keegan really needs to prove himself, right? He's obviously on Jag alert for me. Big prove it year for him, even more so with his contract, but just really disheartening. But he'll still have a lot of games under his belt this season, even after missing 4 to 6 weeks. Hopefully he comes back sooner. But I think the biggest guy to step up is I think that's got to be the biggest guy, right? Nick Clifford's got to come in and he's got to show out. And if he's even half of what he's looked like in preseason, dropping dimes, being aggressive, scoring on people, I want to see that for 40 minutes a night. So, Nick Clifford, this is your chance to step up, make a name for yourself in the NBA. The stars are aligning. Sometimes, as an NBA player, you just need the stars to align for you to have your breakout season. I think Nick Clifford can take this league by storm right away. What do you think, RT?
I think so too. I mean, going to that last preseason game against the Lakers, he looked so good off those pick and rolls, just dropping it in the right spot, working really well with Drew Eubanks. I mean, he had 4 left-handed assists.
The Lakers announcers were glazing him. Danny Green was doing the game. He was baffled at how great he was looking.
And I think also a lot of people in social media are really, really high on Nick Clifford. They are in love with this guy. They see so much of this guy that is like a shooting guard, but is able to give you 10, 5, and 5,
Dude,
right?
The passing on this guy,
and then defensively,
It's still bully ball,
right? And I talked about this earlier. One of my biggest stats when I talked about on draft night was there was a stat that I remember. I can't remember what exactly, but he was compared to Larry Bird in the stat where he had like at least points, rebounds, assists, and
in college, right?
Yeah, in college. It was this college stat, and I just remember that's like really good company. And the only person that was there was Larry Bird. So
he has that accolade. He has an incredible summer league. He was rated the best player in summer league by ESPN. Preseason, he played amazing. He did stuff that we were just shocked to see with how great his passing was, his defense, everything about Nick Clifford. We saw fans in Golden One Center wearing we're wearing
Clifford
the big red dog.
We were there. Johnny and I were there on Wednesday.
Did you see them?
We saw the Clifford.
I want to join them. Let's join them.
Let's do it.
Let's join them.
Let's do it.
I'm very much considering doing Nick Clifford, not Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Let's do it. Let's order the
as
costumes
my
tonight.
Halloween costume. So
let's order the costumes
I will be
tonight.
ordering mine as soon as this pod is over. So, but again, going back to Nick Clifford, right? I think the biggest thing that he does super well is he gets his guys involved, and I think that's such a very important thing for a player at the wing because you already have Dennis Schroeder. not to spoil anything, we'll get into who was also going to be out very shortly because he's got to fill that void in as well. So that these first 3 games without, these first 3 games are going to be really important for Nick Clifford as the guy that's going to be distributing the ball along with Dennis Schroeder and making sure he gets his guys open. So that's a huge role that Nick Clifford's already stepping into for his first 3 games. I cannot be excited.
That's a great point. I think that was the biggest thing that opened my eyes watching Nick in the preseason was just how well he could pass. I mean, he averaged 5 assists a game in the preseason. He shot 49% from the field off tough shots. He didn't have no easy layups. Like, he had very tough shots. He was very aggressive, but I think we should trust him handling the ball this upcoming season.
No, his game's smooth every time. I mean, obviously he got everyone else involved, but he still got his. And I was like, dude, his game is just. I kept saying it.
He looks poised.
He looks like he's not rattled. He doesn't look like he doesn't fit in right away. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what we saw Keegan Murray his rookie year. He didn't look like a rookie.
Right.
He didn't. And I think Nick, everyone says he's NBA ready. All the analysts going into the draft, they're like, this guy's ready. And that's what we did. We got someone age 20. He's 24.
Yeah.
23, 24.
23, 24.
Absolutely.
I mean, he had a pretty good FanFest talent show.
He did.
He was singing some Nicki Minaj moment for life.
Yeah, he was rapping that. Yeah.
He rapped the whole verse. It was crazy.
Yeah, I wanted to sing the Drake part, but we didn't get that far.
Yeah, Scott Fresh pulled the mic.
Yeah. But to pivot, I mean, so kind of back on the Keegan contract, do you guys see that as a little bit of a risk? Giving a contract
to a guy? Not at all.
Decline, I mean...
Not at all.
I think this is
declining every year, 4 to 6 weeks injury.
I don't think so.
Let me tell you what happened. What I think went down. Keegan Murray got injured. The NBA world was in shambles. Kings world was definitely freaking out. Like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Keegan Murray and his agent walk into the office with Scott Perry and say, you see what happens when I'm not on the floor? We had to worry about replacing me in this. It's time.
Like
$28 million a year. $28 million a year. More than Jabari. We thought he was going to get the 120. He gets 140 for 5 years. We have until through the 2030 season. I don't think it's a risk at all. I think not having Keegan Murray on your team is detrimental. Having Keegan Murray on your team only helps you. Why would you not want to lock this guy down?
I think so too. He's still on Jag alert.
He could still be a Jag, but a $28 million Jag is...
in my opinion, I think there's a little bit of a risk giving that money to someone that's declined every year. This isn't saying that I don't believe in him. I don't believe that he can be a great player, like I've said previously. But I do think there's a tiny bit of risk giving that much money to a player that's declined every year and that is coming off a somewhat serious injury. But yeah, I hope he proves me wrong this year. But I think there's a little bit of risk.
Keegan Murray, please listen to this and prove Mr. Jag over
I'll
here.
still wear your face all over me because I love you, Keegan.
Well,
I love you so much.
I think Johnny has a fair point, right?
It's
a very fair point. It's a very fair
point.
point. I think everybody that saw the contract brought that up as well,
right?
Because I think there are some points, right, where he has declined pretty much every year, and he shot under damn near 30% for a stretch of a season. At the beginning of the season, he was ice cold, right?
That typically doesn't give you...
No, and it doesn't. I think that is a fair point that Johnny is making, right? He did turn around in the second half of the season, but you want to see Keegan Murray, especially when he comes back, when we discussed this on the pod, right? Where he wants to be this player that takes that next step, especially now that he got paid. You want to see that player kind of look like the part and walk the walk and talk the talk. So I think
he's ready.
Yeah, I think he will be ready. I think there is that responsibility where, yes, he is kind of our really, really good wing defender, but if he can come out and just shoot 42% from three, right, and look like that shade from what he was his rookie year, while getting more aggressive, turning into a 3-level scorer, that is the next step I think Keegan Murray needs to take, is that 3-level scoring ability. Obviously, it's going to be tough when you have Zach LaVine looking for stuff. You have Domantas Sabonis looking for the ball, DeRozan. So, in a way, you kind of want to hope that this offense, really everybody gets involved and you have guys that score double figures. You hopefully have all of your stars in double figures. That's kind of the goal for this offense. That's why we are considered a very high-level offense. But I think it's going to be very important that Keegan takes that step forward, because if we do sell, he needs to be that person that is going to be the guy that's going to be our leading scorer.
Yeah, I completely agree, RT. Yeah, if we sell everybody, I think this signing shows that yeah, if we're selling all our assets, Sabonis is gone, DeRozan's gone, Monk's gone, Keegan's the face of this team, right? And so, that'll be good for his opportunity to even show that he can be that all-star level. But I think it's gonna take selling all our assets for that to happen.
Yeah, I think that's a big possibility for the end of the season because obviously we have no idea what it's going to look like. I mean, we've seen the 1-3 preseason start. We're 2-13 for the past 3 years.
2-12, 2-12.
We haven't won a preseason game since 2023. So yeah.
Well, we got one against the Lakers.
We did get one.
We did. That should count as 5 wins.
Shout out Isaac Jones, though. Shout out Isaac Jones.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, they were pretty much full strength minus LeBron, and the Kings were missing a ton of guys that game. And that's the thing, though. When we're missing our top guys, dude,
the young guys play better.
Young guys play so good, and that's what I think everyone is so excited about, especially with Neek. Maxime looks good. I saw on Twitter today, I think it was Legion Hoops put out that Devin Carter, his time with Sacramento is most likely going to come to an end this season. So I'm just curious your guys' thoughts with having all these guards. Obviously, Devin Carter's minutes are probably going to be slim this year. Do you want to see the potential of a Devin Carter on our team still, or do you think with the way our roster is constructed, we have to get rid of a Devin Carter?
I think there's an option C here in this case. I think the option C is you let him go absolutely dominate in the G League for a couple weeks, and if somehow somebody gets hurt, we've seen Dennis probably have some little bit of injury concern there in that Lakers game, right? So I do think having Devin Carter is going to be really important, but you can always send him to the G League and let him hoop and let him cook. I mean, there's going to be, you let them develop there, and then you get them ready for, let's say if somebody goes down with an injury or somehow we sell at the deadline, you get a confident Devin Carter in there, and I think that could work. So that's another option, but I think to answer your question as well, it's going to be hard just for Devin Carter to get minutes on this team, and I am bummed about it because
I feel like he's given a full chance. That's what I think.
There's not really, but there's so many minutes that you got to give to those other guards, though. Yeah. So it's hard, but I think
just unlucky for him.
Yeah.
It's very unlucky for him.
I don't know. We've already had the Devin Carter dominant G League experience, his first year, and he was coming off an injury, but he still balled out and got some minutes with the big guys. But if moving on from him means giving the ball to Neek Clifford more and Neek Clifford having more possessions, then see ya, Devin. You know what I mean? I think we have a lot of young guys that need to eat, and Devin's had the chance to show that potential, and I feel like he hasn't so far. And if we didn't have Neek Clifford, it'd be a completely different story. I think we would give Devin a lot more chances, but I think not only Neek, but Max, Cardwell, there's a lot of guys on this team that need the ball to develop, and I think Devin Carter is expendable.
I think, think about it this way, though. Say we are the sellers, and we get rid of all of our big names. A lineup of Devin Carter, Keon, Neek, Keegan, Max.
Well, you got to remember, we'd get some young pieces back.
Yeah.
Right? So when we sell, we'd get some guys back.
So you think part of the selling process should include Devin Carter because he's young, he has a potential that is still unknown?
I would say yes.
I think there's a lot better point guard prospects we can get in return from selling those guys.
Mm-hmm.
So would you rather trade a Devin Carter for a player that's currently in the NBA right now, or would you try and move off of him to get some picks?
I'd probably attach Devin Carter with one of the bigger names in a salary dump, and then have that team we send him to send us a young player of theirs.
It's going to be interesting because if things don't go the way we think, I mean if we don't win games this year, which obviously we probably think we're going to be around the high 30s, mid 30s, but if we're lower than that and we keep then we're going to be the biggest seller, and all the GMs are going to be Colin Scott, and then Levine's going to be a talk, DeRozan, Sabonis, Malik, and then if say those four are gone, then I feel like there is room for Devin Carter to finally get his opportunity, because we've seen great glimpses of him, but also it's such a small sample size where there's a lot of good and a lot of bad. His sizing is obviously troubling on the defensive end, but that guy plays with that dog mentality. Shouts out, woof woof, Clifford the big red dog. But I just think it's unfortunate that we don't get to see his true potential but if he does leave, we're probably going to see it elsewhere.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's a must-sell at the deadline. I think we he has a right to get a chance the rest of the season, especially if we do become sellers and play young guys. I think he has the right to stay with us after the deadline. But if the team wants him and they offer another young player in return, I think we got to listen. But shout out Scott Perry for having a plan B. That's what a competent GM does. You don't put all your chips in one scenario, right? And obviously he inherited these contracts. He didn't sign Sabonis to an extension and trade for Levine, blah blah. But he has a plan, and he's cooking something up in case things don't work out at the deadline, and I absolutely love that.
Because we'll get a hefty return for what we have on
absolutely.
Our team. And then it will start the new generation of the Kings, which will be very fun to root these guys on. But
absolutely. All his signings this free agency pointed toward a potential sale at the deadline. Right?
Yeah.
All these 1-year non-guaranteed contracts. And as Kings fans, I think we're at a point where we're accepting the rebuild. We're past that beam team era. We're past, competing for a top 3 seed. Obviously, we all want it, but we're not realistically expecting to be a contender each and every year. If there's a time to rebuild, I think it's this season if the first half of the season doesn't work out.
No, I completely agree. And I think we're going to know right away, too, because not having Keegan Murray on the floor, our team's going to look, way different. But I think once I saw that Russell Westbrook signing, that's when I knew I'm just going to enjoy the season for what it is. No expectation, and just be happy that we have all these guys on our team, see what it could happen. If it tanks, like a lot think that it will, and then get ready for the big return. Yeah. So that's how I feel. So I'm just honestly, I'm wearing a Westbrook jersey, got a smile on my face. I'm just excited to see what's about to happen.
We were seeing the cutouts. We have stars on our team,
so
man. Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Russell Westbrook, Sabonis. It wasn't too long ago we were rooting for Andres Nocioni, Beno Udre, Marcus Thornton, these guys that NBA fans can't even name sometimes, right? Unless you're a Kings fan. So we have some fun players to watch, and if it leads to wins, it does. If it doesn't, Scott Perry will pivot. But yeah, I think I think we all share an excitement, that we're excited to watch these guys go out there.
No, and I think you made a good point about Scott Perry's ready to pivot, because I feel like I don't know why I feel like this, but I think he's not going to try and hold on to this. I don't think he has any attachment to these guys. I don't think he's going to try and hold on to this core. Mm-hmm. Whereas when we had Sabonis and Fox and that core, we were trying to so hard to keep it together. And then when it faded, we're everyone was in shambles. But now it's whatever happens. And then, good. That's great. If bad, let's move on.
Yeah, and it's
I think
smart
that's
for
what
him.
We're ready for.
It's smart for him if he wants to keep his job long term,
yeah.
right? Because he doesn't want to disappoint fans. And if he goes through a rebuild, fans and Vivek are going to give him a longer leash and let him have time to draft and develop. So, yeah, I think a pivot to a rebuild is very realistic.
And if we didn't have any young players on our team now that we weren't excited about, that would be a different story. But, we love Keon, we love Keegan, we love Neek, Maxime and Dylan, even though they're on the lower end of the rookie draft picks, but we're even excited about them. So
I think we learned Scott Perry can scout. Scott Perry has an eye for talent, for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited for what's to come. Let's talk about the other injury. Domantas Sabonis, grade 1 hamstring strain, reevaluated, thank God, in 1 week.
Take my
So hopefully Sabonis isn't out for too long, but thank God it's a grade 1. If it was anything higher, we would be great, we're having a 49ers season.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna get into that. But Drew Eubanks coming off the bench. He's probably gonna be the starter now, going at least into the first game.
Did they confirm Sabonis is going to miss the...
He'll miss. He's going to get reevaluated in
1 week.
So he'll probably miss the first 2
He'll
games.
miss at least the first game.
Lineup projected is going to be Dennis...
it'll be Dennis, Zach,
DeMar, Neek, Drew? I think they throw Neek in there.
It's a good 5.
Not only for experience,
small,
but for what he showed in preseason.
But, we've gone small before.
I think Sarge is going to get a lot of PT. Sarge probably going to be first off the bench with Monk. Or they start Sarge. We saw that in the preseason game, so we'll see.
I'm curious what we end up doing.
It's going to be interesting because we'll get into the Suns game very shortly, so we'll touch on that. But I think going to the Sabonis injury, like I alluded to before, I think the biggest thing that you want to see as a playmaker, you want to see Nick Clifford step up, because what Sabonis does on a night-to-night basis, he carries our team. There's no question about it. He is the hub of our offense, especially when he's in DHOs, especially when he is such an elite rebounder, when he is such a very good passing maker, and when he's also very good inside the paint. So Sabonis, we went to the game on Wednesday, and Sabonis was dominating on the glass. He had 8 or 9 rebounds in that first quarter. So, he was very aggressive. So I think that when it comes to it, you're going to miss the aggressiveness. You're going to miss that physicality that Sabonis is going to give you. So you kind of hope that Drew Eubanks kind of does keep that up in a way where he is going to be aggressive on the boards and hopefully as a scorer. But yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting thing. It's going to be interesting to see how this team does without Sabonis.
I think being down guys, it's just going to give more guys opportunities because, again, not to keep saying it, but the minutes are going to be thin. But having Sabonis and Keegan out, that's going to allow way more time for the other guys. And I think the other guys are what's going to bring the energy out of us.
Yeah.
And I think Russell Westbrook winning his first game is going to be so exciting. Well, yeah, let's just jump into Kings versus Suns preview.
I got some things to say about this.
Ooh, you got some predictions?
So the Kings versus Suns will be the first game in Phoenix on Wednesday. The Phoenix is going to be a tough. I mean, yeah, I think we both agree that Phoenix is going to be a good team. I think
tough.
Jalen Green.
Well, Jalen Green might be out though, right?
Oh, I didn't see
Jalen
that.
Green out? I think Jalen Green might be out. I think Jalen Green is out.
Well, they still got their number 10 pick, who is
come on, Malawash. Yeah, Malawash could be good.
Brooks. They're not going to be an easy team to beat, so it's not going to be an easy game.
Mark Williams is a game time. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys. So,
Johnny, what are your hot takes that you have to get off your chest?
Has Zach LaVine improved as a defender? I think. I don't think there's a bigger test than guarding Devin Booker. So that's something I'm going to watch all game. Is if he's actually improved as a defender. So because those boys in Phoenix can score. Not just
they're
Booker.
going to put Zach on him.
I think there's potential of that. I mean, it maybe not primarily, but he's going to guard him for most of the game. And that boy Dylan Brooks likes to cook the Kings. He does. He likes to cook us. He shoots crazy against us. So our perimeter defense is going to have to step up a lot, I think, even without Jalen Green. I think
Jalen Green's going to be out.
They have some bucket getters in Phoenix that can torch us.
Well, I feel a little bit better now that Jalen Green's not going to be playing. Can you pull up the Phoenix roster?
So he's out with a hamstring injury. He is out with there. But yeah, there's some guys. I mean, Ryan Dunn is there. Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green, Mark Williams. They have Kaman Wallawash. Royce O'Neal is also there. Nick Richards. They still got Grayson Allen there too. So I mean, there's just guys. They're all going to be pretty much there. And then Jared Butler has been going off for them in the preseason. I don't know if he's cut by now. There has been rumors that he has been cut, but if he's still on the roster, he's going to be a problem too.
It's a lot of guys that can shoot threes. And what do the Kings struggle doing, Cree?
Guarding the frickin' three. And shooting the three. But
right.
The perimeter defense is our biggest struggle, and that's what I'm
So this is a huge test, even without Jalen Green. You got Royce O'Neal, who's a great spot-up three-point shooter. Grayson Allen, who we all know is a dead-eye three-point shooter. Devin Booker, Dylan Brooks when he's hitting. So this is a chance for us to test if we actually have worked on our perimeter defense and fixed it.
Yeah, I feel like game one we're going to see some interesting lineups because Doug is going to want to try and just throw answers out, I think, like throwing Keon in early, which I love. I think Keon is going to be the primary defender on Devin Booker.
I think he'll be the first one off the bench too.
Yeah,
for sure.
I could see a world where he even starts potentially, but I don't know if Doug is willing to make
tiny.
that.
That'd be way too tiny. I think the biggest thing is,
but he'll come in for. Yeah, he has to come in first.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think one of the other things that really does matter is they're also not really that big of a team besides Mark Williams and Kaman Wallawash.
Well, Nick Richards too, but they
don't
play them all at the same time.
They're never going to do a double big lineup. Like even their forwards are around the same height as us. So in that sense, because Dylan Brooks is 6'7", I think Royce O'Neal is also 6'7" too. So when you look
like Scott Fresh at FanFest.
Dude, I can just get onto that later, but no, Dylan Brooks and they're all 6'6". So they're not really that big of a team. Ryan Dunn is only 6'8". So when you look at the size, it's really even between our two teams. So
Yeah.
It's going to depend on who's going to be the better rebounding team. I think that's going to be the biggest factor,
I agree.
especially with Sabonis out. That's going to be my biggest key going into the game is who's going to dominate the glass offensively and defensively.
Yeah, I mean, as in totality, they're not a big team, but Mark Williams and Nick Richards are some dogs, and they're both 7 feet tall and can guard the hell out of the paint. So
Don't forget about the rookie.
they might be small, but they're not going to be an easy get.
Yeah, because not having Sabonis, we're gonna have to rely on Drew Eubanks and Dario, Maxime, Reynaud, Isaac Jones to kind of man the boards. So because without Keegan too, that's the thing I'm looking for the most is how are we gonna stop the bigs, but also if we can't guard the three, there's no chance we're gonna win.
I think we're going to see a lot of PT from Cardwell first game right away.
You think he's gonna have minutes in this as an undrafted rookie?
I think he might. I think
as
we're
much as I
so
like him-
thin in the front court that they might throw him in. I think so.
I feel like they'll probably do Reynaud more than Cardwell. As much as I love Cardwell, as much as I do, it's so hard for an undrafted rookie to be on an opening day roster. And I think that Cardwell
Maxime wasn't too far off from being on.
No, but I understand that, but like I get that from that sense, but like in a way, with undrafted rookies, you
just don't see it often.
You just don't see it often. So I do think that Cardwell is going to start in Stockton, but
I'm just saying I wouldn't hate it.
No, I wouldn't mind it.
That's a big body.
I wouldn't mind it, but I think it's something we need to be aware about once they make preseason roster cuts and they decide to make their 15, because I do think Reynaud will start as a part of the 15 roster, because again, Cardwell's on a 2-way contract, same with Maxime too. So I think it will be interesting. I think Reynaud would probably be the better fit because he can also shoot the three as well, and really cause more spacing opportunities against all those bigs, because they can't really guard the perimeter that well. And I think that you can really open up your offense a lot more with Reynaud at the 5.
I think Reynaud will have more minutes at the 5, but we were seeing Cardwell get minutes at the 4, right? So without Keegan there, I think we're going to have to get some size there at the 4 and potentially see Cardwell play next to Reynaud. Might see a little rookie front court.
Well, our backup fours would be Dario, Isaac Jones.
If Dario doesn't start, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we can't forget Isaac Jones, yeah.
Yeah, don't forget about Isaac. So Dario, Isaac Jones, Cardwell, Reynaud. Oh, Reynaud's more.
But we've seen Isaac Jones play more perimeter this preseason. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't know if they really view Cardwell as that paint protector that he showed, in college and preseason. I don't know, man. Throw him out there. I don't know. He looked like a big body in person.
I feel like Doug is going to really value guys that are just working extremely hard on defense. Exactly. So that's why, like, if they're willing to do, I mean, if they have proven it so far, then I mean, why not? But yeah, it's gonna be interesting first game.
I want to see Cardwell out there, man. More minutes.
I love Dylan Cardwell.
I want to see him.
Love him.
Want to see him right away. Throw him in the fire.
I hope he gets the minutes. I hope he does, but it most likely it's not going to happen.
Who on Phoenix's bench is like the catalyst for them?
What do you mean?
Like, who is like the energy guy off their bench? Because I'm trying to think, like, who in their second unit could potentially torch us?
Grayson Allen.
Royce O'Neal, Grayson Allen. Yeah, those are the two guys, I think.
So what's their starting lineup? It's Devin.
I feel like it's going to be Booker,
Brooks,
Brian Dunn. I think Ryan Dunn's been starting.
He's been playing.
Mark Williams.
They got Iguodaro too, right? He did well against us last season.
Yeah, they do. They have Iguodaro.
Yeah, he's pretty big and lengthy as well. So it's not going to be easy.
I don't know if they're a small team, guys. They got 3 7-footers and a 7'2" guy.
I don't think.
But their wings are small. That's why I mentioned
their wings are small. But shoot,
going up against Nick Richards
that's tough. Those are some big boys.
I know. The Kings have historically struggled against lengthy teams. I don't think Phoenix is like categorized as that this season, but I was looking at the Houston Rockets starting lineup, and oh god, it's going to be a nightmare for us.
They got some length.
They're like 6'7".
Amen Thompson.
Amen Thompson's the smallest guy on the floor, right?
Yeah.
Which on their starting
then Jabari
unit.
Smith, Kevin Durant, Şengün.
And then they were throwing in.
They have Reed Shepherd probably starting.
No, I don't know. I saw a lineup.
Who they throw in?
It was Amen at the 1. I think Jabari, I forgot where KD was, but KD, Şengün. I think it was Tari Eason.
Oh, that's probably what it was.
Whoever's the 5th guy that I'm missing.
Yeah, that's. Şengün, right? You said Şengün?
Sengun, but you know what I mean. Dude, Houston's starting lineup is like, yeah, it's gonna be crazy guarding or going up against their defense.
And then they have Steven Adams too, man.
They were doing a double big lineup with Sengun and Steven Adams, and I'm like, dude, how are we gonna guard that?
Poor Maxime. He's gonna get broken like a twig.
Imagine Sabonis is out against Houston. You know,
God.
Dude,
we gotta pace. We gotta run pace on them.
Have you guys seen in the preseason Doug Christie's hope of being the most conditioned team? Have you seen glimpses of that in preseason?
I think we look tired, which is a good sign that the guys are saving their energy for the regular season.
Yeah,
so,
I'm
hoping that. Yeah,
because I think you guys can agree that they look pretty gassed out there.
They were pretty gassed in the preseason games,
except the Laker game. Laker game, they looked energized. Yeah. They took that seriously like a regular season game.
Yeah, it looks like they were really trying to win at the end, which was great.
Which they did. Shout out Isaac Jones.
And shout out Jake LaRavia.
I think we can shout out a lot of people. Yeah,
shout out
for being poverty.
Shout out Dalton Connect. That's the other one too.
True.
Yeah, Dalton Connect. Yeah,
wild shot. But Nick Clifford had a great game. Maxime Reynaud with the revenge.
Good
after
Lord,
those missed free throws. That was a wild decision for him to
drive.
I was like, dude, I was like.
You went for it though.
I mean, you hold it.
Talking about wild decisions, freaking Isaac Jones throwing it off the backboard.
Hey,
dude,
that's insane.
I get the strategy, but dude just chucked it at the backboard. Didn't even give it a chance to hit the rim. At least shoot it with some arc or something and have it bounce off.
It's like he tried to this like
you know how like which was the De'Aaron Fox thing? He tried to do the De'Aaron Fox.
But we didn't need the ball back. You know what I mean? Like he threw it like he was expecting the ball back.
You could have
just lobbed it. That's
what I'm saying. You could have just, like we said, he tried to do the De'Aaron Fox thing and it didn't work out. And I was like, oh no. But then Dalton Connect missed and I was like,
but he tried to do it without like, it didn't look like he was like aiming at it. It looked like he was just trying to get it off fast to like throw everyone off. But I'm like, if he just like took his time and like actually try to like throw it at the rim, he would have done it. But yeah, the right thing to do would to just be to like
bounce off,
just like adjust it,
tip it, don't let him get possession.
But
he just did it so fast where I think it caught everyone off guard. We're like, wait, whoa.
Everybody did. You could have done it where you just had the angle just a little bit more to the left.
Or if he just took his time.
Yeah.
Like if he took his time, he's like, okay, I'm gonna intentionally miss this. Okay, I'm gonna throw it right there. But he like got the ball and he was like.
But even if you intentionally make it though, it's not gonna affect
Dylan Cardwell wouldn't have done that. Dylan Cardwell.
Dylan Cardwell.
Yeah, love me some IJ, but Cardwell. I don't know. I need to see some Cardwell PT. You see some Cardwell PT.
It's so funny we're talking about on a team where the minutes are like, how are we gonna play? You know, Keon enough minutes or Malik enough minutes. We're talking about an undrafted guy that we want to play so bad.
Two of our front court starters are out. We gotta play.
I know. It's just so funny. It's just like that's where we're at right now. Because that's what happens when Keegan Murray is out, and that's what he took in to the meeting with Scott Perry, saying, "Look at like how valuable I am when I'm not on the court."
I don't think we'd be saying this about Cardwell unless we saw it in the preseason. We all did.
Yeah,
we all saw him ball in the preseason, and the fact that we went to FanFest and he was the star of the show makes me love him even more.
Yeah,
I love him.
Give me a bowl of Dylan Cardwell with some milk, and let me eat that boy up.
I'm glad you guys are.
I hope you got 2 spoons because I'm joking.
Hey, I'm glad you guys. I'm glad you guys have seen the light, man. I've been preaching this since summer league. So
tell me you want to give him PT then.
I do.
I don't care if he's undrafted RT.
I do.
I think we all want to see the PT.
I don't care.
I think the hard thing is though I understand that, but like at the same time, I just don't see. It's hard for minutes.
That's where times call for desperate measures. RT. Front court's injured.
Well, that's Reynaud's job.
Wait, I have a question. Let's play a game called Johnny is the coach. John Christie. Okay, let's play a game called John Christie. Okay. Starting lineup is for the game against Phoenix.
Okay, it's Phoenix.
Come on, John.
Dennis Schroeder, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Nick Clifford, Drew Eubanks.
So you're putting Nick at the 4.
Yep, I'm throwing him in the fire.
Wow. Okay, first man.
I'm throwing him in the fire.
All right, now 6 minutes have gone by. You're not liking what you're seeing. Who are you bringing in?
Keon first off the bench. Keon and Malik and Russ.
Okay.
So you're putting Keon, Malik, Russ in for.
Well, I mean, you got to realize it depends on who the Suns put out there, right? If they put a big lineup in, they put in Nick Richards and another. If they even put in Ryan Dunn, I'm down for. I think Nick can guard Ryan Dunn.
So you're throwing in. So when are you going to throw in and your boy Cardwell?
If they have a big front court out there, I wouldn't mind Cardwell at the 4, Eubanks at the 5. If they have a big lineup,
so you would put Dario. So you would put Cardwell over Dario
And Isaac Jones.
Jones.
That's just what I'm curious.
Yeah, that's
like you want to throw in him first.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Okay, listen. I think you can play Isaac Jones and Dylan Cardwell at the same time. We saw Isaac Jones as a perimeter player most of the time this preseason. Did we not? We saw him in the corner.
I agree.
Knocking down his 3-point shot. I think there's a reason.
Pretty surprised.
I think there's a reason we saw Isaac Jones play so much of the perimeter in the preseason. I think we're going to see him a little bit at the 3.
So you're saying we could go a potential big lineup?
Yes.
Isaac Jones at the 3, Cardwell at the 4, Drew, Sabonis, or Eubanks.
Shout out Brody. Why not?
Okay.
Why not? Let the young boys eat.
I know. Okay.
Let the young boys eat, and we need size. And Isaac Jones shows he has a spot up 3.
Yeah. Well, obviously we want the young boys to eat. We really do. But is that gonna happen?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Especially in the regular season when you are trying to give out minutes.
Probably not.
When Levine and DeRozan
It'll
are
probably
getting 38 minutes, 40 minutes a game. Sabonis getting 40 minutes a game.
It'll probably be a tight lineup. It'll probably be a tight lineup of Neek, Saric, Eubanks, and a little bit of IJ. Maybe more. But my delusional and Russ, but I'm talking about just front court.
Yeah.
But my delusional Kings fan in me says, let me see some Dylan Cardwell. All right? Let me see some Dylan Cardwell, even if that takes place of Isaac Jones. Okay?
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that as well. Well, I'm not even that high on Dario, honestly. Like Dario, he's just proven.
Dario's a veteran guy.
I'm just going based off of how they treated him in preseason. He
Yeah.
started the Laker game.
I just think
he's
Dario,
a veteran. Doug loves his veterans, especially in the front court. But we that's the thing is we don't know Doug's thought process. He sees these guys in practice and training camp. Cardwell could be cooking Isaac Jones and Saric in training camp. You know what I mean? And then that might give him the PT. So we never know. But I think Doug's might go the safe move and play our vets, play Neek. But yeah, I want to sprinkle some Cardwell in there soon. If it's not this game, soon.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I was agreeing sooner than later, but
and Max.
Max
I want
too.
to see some Max.
Yeah, I want to see Max
Don't forget
too.
about Max.
Yeah,
I love Drew Eubanks though, and so do you.
Oh, yeah.
So
No, Drew's awesome.
I'm also down to play Drew Eubanks 40 minutes a game.
But that was Sabonis out. Drew and Maxime could be a nice little.
And that's probably going to be Dario. Yeah. So I mean, you have that. So those are your 3.
Dario could also play the 5. I mean, we never know.
But
He
He's a stretch 5.
Yeah, he played the 5 a lot in Denver.
Dario's proven.
He's proven.
Dario's
That's
proven.
why people like
he's still
Dario
in the league.
Yeah.
Should have won Rookie of the Year.
Whoa.
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 Yo.
Whoa there.
Yo.
Jono. Whoa there, Jono. Okay,
Good Lord.
Let's get into our 5-game first 5 prediction. We got Suns. We got Utah at home. We got the Lakers on Sunday. Who are the next 2 games? I don't know off the top of my head.
Let me check.
I know the first 3 because I know with the first 3, there is potential to win those games with LeBron out too. I mean, I don't know. We could. I mean,
I got it.
Yeah. Who's the 4th?
So Suns, Jazz, Lakers, Thunder, Bulls.
Okay, we're not going to beat the Thunder.
So we scratch that as a loss.
So we're going to be
The Thunder might be our only win with the way the Kings play it.
Dude, imagine we beat the Thunder and then we go 1-4 against everybody else.
Imagine the Thunder start off with a loss to the Kings.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I've seen some crazier things happen.
Hey, J-Dub said that Sacktown is it's loud in Sacktown. He gave us love on the podcast with Zach Randolph.
Future King.
Oh,
Maybe.
Future King.
Fun.
Oh God, that would.
But yeah, I going back to.
Yeah, what do you think?
Do we all think the Suns game's a dub? What do you guys think?
I would
think
love
it's
more than anything to start the season with a win on the road.
I think with a Jalen Green injury,
can
it's
I be a
realistic.
delusional Kings fan for a minute? Can I be a delusional Kings fan?
Take the floor
all the time.
I think we go 4-1 in that stretch.
This is the same call as me saying we're going to win the Pacific last year.
4-1 in our
The
first.
same call.
The Suns.
Say the date, RT.
Yeah.
Say the date.
Today's the
18th.
what's the 18th?
October 18th.
October 18th.
What's our record after 5 games?
4-1.
So our only loss is to Chicago.
No, that would be no.
Kevin Herter revenge
Could you imagine
game.
our only loss being to Utah though?
Dude, that would
be insane.
A home opener. We can't lose the home opener. We've lost the home opener so many times.
So many times.
I've been at so many home openers the past 5 years, and I would have to look it up, but there wasn't many wins.
I think the last home win that we've had.
Home opener win.
Home opener win. I'm trying to think.
Because I know we lost to Portland last year.
Was it 2021?
Yeah, Johnny, can you pull this up?
Was it 2021, I think? It was either no, I think it was 2020. Well, COVID year, we don't really. Do we count COVID year?
Let's just. Oh,
Are we counting COVID year? That's the
COVID
big one. COVID year was
started,
no fans. Was 2020.
Didn't that season start? Oh, yeah. There were no fans at the home opener. I don't know. Johnny, pull it up.
Let me see. I'm gonna say either 2021 or 2020.
It's
one of those. It's one of those 2 years.
I just want to see.
No, actually, no. We lost.
Kings
No,
beat
we
the
lost.
Jazz.
We lost in 2021. So that would. I'm gonna say 2020. That's my final guess.
Which shouldn't even count because we
we
weren't allowed to go.
No, I know, dude. Oh God, just.
ChatGPT's taking forever.
Come on, chat. Please tell us the answer.
I got you.
All right.
Let's do it.
Listeners, please be patient. This is very important.
I think no, because we lost in 2021 because we played Utah, and we lost. I remember being at that game. But yeah,
I want to win on the home opener this season so bad.
Oh, me too.
And I want to win.
Me
Obviously,
too.
I think the Phoenix game is extremely winnable, and it would be just such an incredible environment at Mojo's at trivia night.
Oof.
Dude, a whole room full of Kings fans just cheering after every bucket, answering some Kings questions, winning some awesome prizes. Come on. Without Jalen Green, we need, come on. Yeah, I know we don't have Sabonis and Keegan, but
yeah. Our last home win, our last home opener win was on COVID 2020 against the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, so the last four of them that I went to were all losses. Yeah.
So last time it was.
It's going to be different this year.
You hope, right? You hope.
We will be there. POV Sacktown will be there.
Yep.
Tease Talks will be there.
Try and be there.
These rankings.
Yeah.
I'll try and be there.
All right. So want to know what's
So yeah,
so
I think
we're gonna do Utah too.
I'm gonna say my prediction is 3-2.
Okay, that's a fair.
3-2.
You think we lose to the Lakers and Thunder?
I think we could beat the Lakers in Sac. And I think
they're in. Oh yeah, they're in Sac.
I think we're gonna lose against Thunder and Bulls back to back.
Okay.
Because do you remember when Chicago came into Sacktown last year, and Kevin Huerter and frickin' Colby Jones and all those boys just destroyed us? I don't know. I think
the Bulls game's a 50-50.
Chicago is just such a toss up every single time we play them.
So I'm gonna be a downer Kings fan.
You're gonna say 2-3.
I think
you're gonna say 2-3.
I think 3-2, but I think we lose the home opener. I think the Jazz. I think no. And I think the Jazz are a sneaky good team, and I've told our team
we've been saying this.
And I don't think I know Ace Bailey is going to be a problem this season in the league.
All right, what's Ace dropping on us on the home opener?
24.
I think he might get us close to a 30 piece. He has shown to be the focal point of that offense in every preseason.
And then Laurie looks great too.
And Laurie looks great. They look like a great team. And how thin we are in the front court. I
like Bryce Sensabaugh. I like Kyle Filipowski. I like Keontae George. I like Isaiah Collier. Yeah. There are so many pieces on Utah's team that I really, really like.
Yeah. So I think we lose to Utah. I think we go 1-1 after that. And I know that's not the popular answer, but them boys are pretty good in Utah.
Oh, they are.
They got some big dudes.
Dude,
I think we beat the Lakers.
Hard matchup for anyone.
I think we beat the Lakers. I think we lose to the Thunder. I think we beat the Bulls. So 3-2.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll all check back.
Yeah,
5 games.
Right. 4-1.
They're gonna be 1-4,
dude.
With the whole win against the Thunder.
We might go.
That'd be ridiculous, dude. I'm never making a prediction again if that's the case.
Yeah, we're making a reel out of it too, by the way.
But these predictions, by the way, are just meant to. I'm not going to be thinking about my 3-2 prediction during the first 5 games. I'm just going to be
either.
I'm just going to be like, I'm saying it now because it's fun. But in the moment, if we go 0-5. I'm sure there's gonna be some fun moments in this 5 losses.
It is what it is.
We're gonna sing a lot of emo songs if we go.
Dude,
woo! A lot of emo intros.
Are gonna be so fun. Like if we lose, yeah, it's hypothetical right now. But if we lose a lot of games this year, we're gonna have a lot of fun podcasts. There's honestly, what do you guys think? Are the podcasts more fun when we win or when we lose?
I think it's
I think it's a mix of both.
It's a mix of both. I feel like
Memories are
we
crazy when
bond.
we lose, though.
I feel like we bond a lot well when we lose because we're all we have.
It's therapeutic. I think that's why like fans really do appreciate it, because when we lose games, everybody just comes and it's just like super therapeutic. I've had people tell me like, hey, like your losses are the reason why we watch the podcast. And then same thing with wins too. I think like also wins also bring in more fans too. So in that sense, I think both sides are great. I just want like a good season that's just going to be.
I'm just ready to have
that's
fun.
just fun.
I'm ready to
I
have
just want to have fun.
too.
Basketball's back.
It's going to be a fun season
Basketball
regardless.
is
We got
back.
the basketball, we got NFL, we got World Series coming up. It's
Oh
a
my
great,
gosh.
great
Shohei
time to be a
Ohtani.
sports
Dodgers.
fan. Oh yeah,
We got
they're
a
ruining
fantasy
baseball.
basketball
They're
draft
ruining
tomorrow.
baseball.
They're ruining baseball.
They're ruining baseball.
Do you hear that if the Dodgers win the World Series, there could be possibly no baseball in 2027?
Really?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, because it's part of
Gonna be a
the
strike?
Yeah, no, it's part of the collective bargaining agreement. So the collective bargaining agreement ends next year. So
There needs to be a salary cap in baseball.
there, yeah,
I'm
because
sorry.
that's the whole thing. Their whole
There
thing is
needs
like
to be a
salary.
salary
So if
cap in
they win,
baseball.
then they have to
Yeah.
rewrite the rules of change
Of everything.
Yep, and that's
Yeah.
gonna cause a
That's
lockout.
if they win this year. Mm-hmm. Then
Yeah.
oh my.
So
Because when they got Ohtani, it was close to happening. Like it was like what? Like
Yeah.
this is the reason we want to put these rules in place.
So we got the MLB potential lockout happening. You know that WNBA one's going to happen. Super.
yeah, WNBA is gonna happen.
We like the Blue Jays.
I think the Mariners look good.
Really?
Dude,
The Mariners are Mariners are the most complete team in
know,
the
man.
AL.
The Mariners
Well,
are having
because
a Kings-like
gotta-
team
you gotta
right
think
now.
about
They're low. I was telling
You
our team
gotta-
the Mariners low key are the Kings of the MLB.
Yeah, they are.
They are the
Beam
best
team era.
comparison.
They
They're
showed
the
us.
beam era.
They showed us
But
love.
them boys in Toronto, Vlad Guerrero Jr. They got some big.
Well,
dogs.
here's the thing, though. I think Seattle has better pitching, and I think that they also have better offense too. I think Cal Raleigh,
Really? You think they have better offense?
Cal Raleigh hit 60 home runs, and Julio Rodriguez looks great, and Henio Suarez had a grand slam in
Blue
Game
Jays
5.
pitching's not bad either.
Well,
Scherzer,
their pitching's
Bieber,
good.
they got
Their
some
pitching's
dogs.
good, but I just think when a push comes to shove, I just think that Seattle. It's going to be interesting because the next two games are in Toronto, but I just think, in my opinion, that Seattle is going to just really.
Seattle deserves
Anyway,
this too.
yeah.
it's
Seattle
the world.
deserves this.
Whatever team advances, it's the world against the Dodgers.
Exactly.
It's the world against LA.
Exactly.
We hate LA. We hate the Rams. We hate the Dodgers.
Dude, Shohei's so
Yeah,
fun.
We
Rams-
love
Rams
your,
are poverty.
we love your Fullerton boys and all the Laker fans there, but man, I cannot stand LA sports with a passion. Do you like? Is there an LA team you like?
No.
no. I hate them all.
No.
I hate them all.
They have too many.
They have way too
many.
And I hate every single one of them. I even hate the Angels.
They're irrelevant.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
even hate the LA Kings.
That is really
The LA
crazy
Kings,
though.
yeah.
suck.
That
Ooh.
the LA Dodgers could potentially cause, just them alone could cause a whole season lockout. I mean, that just shows how every single fan outside of the Dodgers could hate them.
Yeah.
Like that's that's so funny.
It's one thing to hate the Lakers, but like at least they have a salary cap that is equal to everyone else that they compete with. The Dodgers are able to spend more because they're in a bigger market, right?
See that's just
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous,
yeah.
and
It's getting ridiculous.
It's really ridiculous.
And I know stereotypes are a big thing, but Dodger fans,
They're so obnoxious, dude.
they're pretty
so
obnoxious.
obnoxious.
they're pretty obnoxious.
Dude. Oh my
Artie's a
god.
Yankee fan. I'm a Giants fan.
I'm a Yankees fan, right?
And we both collectively do not like Dodger fans.
Oh my god.
Archie,
dude.
talk to all the Dodgers fans right now.
Dodgers fans, I'm hoping that you do not win the World Series this year.
The amount of Dodger jerseys I
Please.
saw on Apple Hill were insane. Put the Dodgers jersey away. Hang out with your family. It's not the time to wear a Dodger gear at
But
Apple Hill in Placerville,
I will
California.
say one thing I will say about the Dodgers though. Ohtani put on one of the greatest performances in sports history.
They paid $1 billion for him.
Yeah,
I would hope
because-
so.
yeah, because-
I would hope so, Archie.
Yeah, oh, dude.
You know what
I
Archie
would hope
said?
so.
Oh,
I said
God,
he was drafted
dude.
by him.
I said, Archie, can you put the Shohei Ohtani 3 home runs, 10 strikeouts into basketball terms? And he said a 70-point triple-double in the NBA Finals. That's what he said.
No, literally.
It is.
Literally.
It is.
You know
Oh.
what's so
Maybe even 100. like,
Oh yeah,
maybe
like a
even
90 point triple double.
Yeah.
I think that's more valid.
Insane.
90, 20, and 20.
Hey, I was in Japan and I was seeing Shohei Ohtani everywhere, and it just brought a smile to my face because seeing him, he makes me smile. But him wearing the blue and white. One more thing about Dodgers fans before we end the pod. To speak about how the Dodgers fans operate, they won that game, right? immediately after I sold a Dodgers Mookie Betts jersey that I have. I've had it for probably 4 months, and it sells right after they do something historical.
Yep.
I'm like,
Yep.
if you're
The Dodger fans come out of the woodwork.
I know, I was
once
like,
they start winning, suddenly everyone's a baseball fan.
and the buyer was in New York, and I'm like, all right, get me out of here. I'm like, get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Dodgers fans.
oh, it's crazy. Placerville, California. What are you doing?
Don't
man?
wear that to Apple Hill.
It's Apple Hill. He had the hat, the jersey.
Don't wear that to Apple
Oh
Hill.
my goodness, he was in gear.
Dude.
He probably had baseball pants on and the high socks.
I think he's a guy that
probably had stirrups on.
he definitely brings his glove to the ballpark.
I'm like, dude, we're picking apples here, man. Like
You
I know
should've
your
spilled
team.
his-
I know your team's there, but wear it at home.
You
I
should
don't want to see that blue.
Dude,
You know?
spill your cider on him next time.
I should have.
Get a caramel
should've,
apple
man.
stuck to his brim of his hat.
I should have, dude.
All right, man. Well, and if anything, NorCal sports clears LA. So
That's true. I mean, hey,
except for the
Giants have more rings since 2010. So till they get
That's
three
true.
till they get three in a decade.
Shit, they might get it. They might get it. They might get it
Hey,
this year.
Haven't yet.
4 wins away. They might tie it.
Hey, haven't yet, RT.
I know. I hope they.
Talking
I
about
hope for
October
your.
18th,
I hope for your.
2025.
I hope for your sake, Johnny, for you as a Giants fan, that they lose.
And we did it the hard way.
Yeah, you grinded.
We did it the hard way with our homegrown boys.
You gritted and grinded.
With our Gorkys Hernandez
tell you-
of the world.
beard.
I think. Yeah,
Our
Brian
Gorkys Hernandez
Wilson.
was our Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Aubrey Huff.
That's a bit.
Aubrey Huff.
Aubrey Huff.
Oh, Travis Ichikawa.
Travis
That's-
Ishikawa. Tim Lincecum.
Yep.
Pause.
Horse.
Brian Wilson.
Brian Wilson. Hunter Pence.
And then Bumgarner.
Angel Pagan.
Yep.
Talk to me.
Yeah, lots of guys.
Lots of guys that
That
were
was the team.
homegrown.
Pablo Sandoval too.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was like the Chicago Bulls in the 90s, that team right there.
Well, they also gritted like their last World Series win in 2014. They were like a wild card team that year. They gritted and grinded. Like,
Madison Bumgarner year.
yeah.
That's why you want to see Seattle win this.
I
Just
like
the way,
Seattle.
The
Yeah.
way Seattle
They grinded.
won that 15-inning game at home.
Yeah.
And you heard after that guy, he hit it to get on
Polanco,
base.
yeah.
It sounded like after Kevin Herter made that 3. When I heard that eruption in Seattle, I'm like, let's hope this team could take down the Blue Jays and then the Dodgers.
That would be insane.
Come
If
on.
Seattle ends up over, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that
That'd
would
be
be like
crazy.
like no one would have predicted that, right?
Oh, Seattle would explode.
Because the Blue Jays were playing good all year, right?
Yeah.
Weren't they the first in their division?
Yeah, they were the one seed.
Yeah, RT knows.
Yeah,
He
But
knows.
Seattle,
I think the Yankees couldn't get past those.
not even close.
Oh God.
Vlad Guerrero's a Yankee
Oh
killer.
my God, dude.
That's a Yankee killer.
You know what video I've been watching over and over, and it's just puts me in my misery. is the Game 4 post game. They have David Ortiz on, and then they have Vlad Guerrero.
Oh, no.
And then he's like,
Oh, no.
"Duh, Yankees lose," and it's just it's their top pin thing on the Fox Sports Twitter
Yeah.
for MLB, and I have to click it every time because it's just like, yeah, Vlad owns us. What can I do? I have to click it. It's awful.
Vlad does.
Oh man, Yankees are just it's rough right now. It's rough for Yankee fans. 16 years without winning a World Series. 16-year playoff. 16-year
worse to be a Kings
World
fan.
Series job. Well, yeah, that too. That's
And they have Dodger money.
and
That's the worst
yeah,
part.
and then they
That's the worst
that's
part.
the worst
True.
part. That's the worst part. We
They have no excuse.
no, it's World Series a bust,
have
and
no
then it's World Series a bust.
The Giants are a little different.
The Kings have every excuse underneath the sun. The Yankees, they
have no excuse.
They have not a chance.
Oh man, yeah, the three, yeah, it's being a sports fan is not for the weak.
With that being said, got the World Series, got football in the thick of
Yep,
it. Week 7.
Niners tomorrow night.
Let's go.
Niners tomorrow night.
And we got the Sacramento Kings basketball.
Let's go.
Coming
We're gonna
up.
go meet Keon Ellis tomorrow at the Galleria. That's gonna be fun. We got a fantasy draft.
Yep.
Tomorrow night.
I have two.
I have 2. I have one in the morning.
I have one in the
at 10
afternoon.
a.m. tomorrow, so I got to lock in for that.
Lock in.
Categories
Yeah, study.
league. I got last place in that league, and I'm. We
Did you ever
implemented,
do
our draft
we implemented all these rules.
Are we not renewing that league?
Did you
I did
ever
not renew that league.
did you ever
I can't be. I can't be in more. I didn't want to be in this one, Jono. I wanted to be in 2 because
Sorry,
there's a lot
Nico.
at stake in those 2. But now this third one,
All right.
I got to lock in.
Sorry, Nico.
Yeah.
Wait, is Nico Higdon on it? wait,
no,
no,
he
I don't
didn't
think
reply
so.
to me. He only wants to be in your categories league, I guess.
Dude, people love the categories league. They do.
More
they do.
points guy.
John is
Yep.
a points guy.
I like the stats.
Jono likes having 4 points for blocks.
I don't.
That's nasty work.
I don't. Four blocks and steals. All right.
Oh,
It takes more
gosh.
strategy.
So whoever gets Wemby is going to be fantastic.
It takes more strategy. You know, we just don't want the guys that score all the time. We need some dirty dogs. Plus, I don't like math, so I know they just do points. I don't want to do averages and divide and stuff.
4 points for blocks.
Yep.
Yeah, it's insane.
My God.
I think
When
after
when
maybe
Wemby has his 9 block games, he's going to get like 150 points.
yeah.
So whoever gets Wemby.
You better fill your roster out then. Draft some guys that can block. You can draft guys that
basically,
just have
you
blocks.
just have to get some block boys. Just defensive guys.
Defensive guys.
I think it would.
Well, you got to mix it up. You got to get some scores, but you can't just have scores. Is why I implemented that.
I have an IG post idea.
Oh.
After our draft,
Oh.
we put
Our team.
our team's
And
name.
who will have the better?
Who has the best team?
Let's do it.
I think that would be fun.
Let's do it. I'm excited for the draft
And then
tomorrow.
yeah,
I'm locking in.
Yeah, I'm locking in too.
I am so locked. I have 3 drafts in the next 2 days. I love doing it
ready.
right before the season because then you wait till everyone's injured so you know who to pick.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
you can't
Yeah,
do you can't
gotta
draft
push
before
it as
preseason.
close. Yeah,
Yeah, there's no way.
yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, well,
Well, anyways, before we close, we just want to say if you are a Russell Westbrook fan and you are excited that he's on the Sacramento Kings, give us a subscription, please. We're super close to 1,000.
we're like knocking on the door.
We're knocking the door. Like, please, Russ
We're like
fans.
we're like
Russ
30
fans,
away. We're
send,
30 away.
Send this to like Russell Westbrook fans. Send this to like your biggest Russell Westbrook fans. I will be going into Russell Westbrook Twitter Spaces to make sure that this happens.
We're gonna glaze Brody all season long.
Yes,
Yeah.
we will.
So-
We just did. We just did.
will.
We did it at the
will.
beginning.
We will
We will.
follow for more glaze.
And we're gonna just give it. We're gonna be hyped when he gets our first triple double. When he has our first triple double with us.
Oh my God.
Like,
He's gonna break our triple double record this year.
yeah.
I think he's gonna break Domas's
I
record.
can't wait to get a Russell Westbrook fathead.
Oh, put that
Replace this.
put that piece
I
of
can't
crap.
wait to replace
Put
this.
that piece of trash away. 2 voices, Mr. 2 voices over here.
Oh,
Mr.
man.
Starting 5. Mr. Starting 5.
Mr. Caleb Williams of the NBA.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Actually, no, that's
Now
Cat.
that's generous. That's generous.
Yeah, that's Cat.
That's generous. Caleb Williams is much better.
He has been playing a lot better.
Nah, Tyrese's Linsanity runs over. That's Jeremy Lin 2.0. That's Jeremy Lin 2.0. He had his season. He's
For those that stay to the end, they always hear the wild Jono remarks.
Once the Dr. Pepper Zero gets in my system,
Don't tell me this is empty. Oh my God.
Comment.
I'm caffeined up.
Comment.
Jono's
What should be the
caffeine.
comment? What should be the comment be for those that make it this far? To the
POV
end?
Sacktown.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, we could do hashtag POV Sacktown because Jono's put out 2 videos now. The third one's coming out on Monday, so get ready for some beautiful Apple Hill content. He had just gonna spoil it, might as well, because if you're listening, this man got a flight
I did get a
of
flight.
4 different flavors of apple alcohol.
If couple places just to recommend when I drop my video to take your boyfriend and girlfriend. So be on the lookout on Monday
Woo.
POV
on
Sacktown.
TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah, don't forget. And he's gonna start posting on a YouTube Shorts too, right?
Eventually, yeah,
You should.
yeah, we'll see.
Multiple streams.
Maybe put it on
streams of
Snapchat.
content.
Yeah,
Yeah, throw it up.
I might throw it on the
Snapchat.
YouTube opposite of tall.
You
Yeah.
should.
Multiple streams of content.
Keep it going.
Opposite of tall.
YouTube dolls.
You just got that. Oh
Man.
God.
Yeah.
All right, one more shout out to Russell. Next podcast will be, dude, we're in for a treat on Wednesday. We got trivia night.
And then the
And then
pod.
we got a pod.
Oof.
Let's go.
So, dude, it's gonna be a fun day.
Drinks will be had.
Wednesday is gonna be, dude. Should we just bring the equipment and do it at Moj?
That
We should.
Well,
We could probably just do it in the room after.
oh, we could do like just do like a.
But then they'd have to stay.
yeah,
open
they got to
for us.
close.
Yeah, they like clear.
We'll
Yeah,
figure it
we'll
out.
do it
We'll figure
here.
it out.
All right, we'll see you later.
Peace.